Fellow Toastmasters, this is my first speech, and today I will be sharing with everyone how I've been living for the past 13 months without Wi-Fi. Now, when I grew up, never did I dream that that would be my situation. Living in Scottsdale, Arizona, of all places, in a tiny studio apartment with no Wi-Fi. But that's my situation, and I'd like to share with everyone how I've grown and where my no Wi-Fi life has taken me over the past 13 months. Now, to go back a little bit, I actually grew up, for the majority of my life, I was in mainland China. So between 3rd grade to 9th grade, I lived in China. And whenever I left, went back to Korea to visit family and stuff, they would ask, one of the most common questions was, is there Wi-Fi in China? And when I said yes, many of them had the same expression that you all had when I said I've been living without Wi-Fi for 13 months. But, I mean, there are lots of negatives to living without Wi-Fi. At work, when my colleagues talk about all the phenomenal shows they've been watching on HBO, on Netflix, I've been missing out on that. I mean, it's tough to not be able to participate in a conversation about the latest shows, whatever they are. They don't even come to mind anymore because I just don't watch these shows. I do have unlimited plan on my phone, but the tiny screen is a limiting factor. So now I'd like to go into kind of the 3 areas where my living without Wi-Fi has benefited my life and has, I guess, taken me on this wild journey. And those 3 areas are at home, at work, and out and about. So first of all, at home. Like I said, I live in a tiny studio apartment in South Scottsdale. Again, no Wi-Fi. And the benefit of living in a studio apartment as a bachelor is the cleaning is very easy. It does not take a long time to sweep, to mop, get everything done. The negative is you wake up in a room that's also your living room, also your kitchen, also your bedroom. So psychologically, it's not the best situation to be in. And compound the lack of Wi-Fi, it just makes it a miserable, miserable environment to be in. My friends do not want to come over when I play in the studio apartment. Number 1, no Wi-Fi. Number 2, they see my bed. Nobody wants to see Abe's bed. I don't make my bed. So what's resulted as a result of no Wi-Fi at home? Number 1, I don't really stay home. In fact, I'm mainly out and about. So my apartment is more like a dorm room than anything. In the mornings, I wake up, make my coffee, make breakfast, I go to work. Just 5 minutes north of here, go big. And when I'm done with work, I usually go meet my friends, go meet my girlfriend, and then I get back home around 9 or 10, do my routines, and I go back to bed. So I must say, living up without Wi-Fi has, number 1, improved my sleep. I've never slept better in my life. And that makes a lot of sense because in college, I had a psychology professor tell us, you should only ever do 2 things in your bedroom. Sleep and the other thing. That's my home life. At work, well, I've been putting in a lot of hours physically at work because if you don't have Wi-Fi at home, it makes work from home pretty dang difficult. Again, I have my unlimited plan, but that's still a limiting factor. So that's prompted me to be in the office basically every day for the past year. And that's allowed me to collaborate more deeply with my team. And I've learned in so many ways, mainly through osmosis, just being in that environment and just hearing people talk on the phones, hearing my managers and people interact with each other and really picking up on the office culture in ways that I could have never done if I had Wi-Fi at home and I stayed home. And last but not least, again, having no Wi-Fi has prompted me to not be home. And one of the things that I enjoy most in my life is to drive. I like cars, but I'm number 1 a driver. I think driving is one of the best joys of life for myself. And ever since moving out here and living in an apartment with no Wi-Fi, I've put around 27,000 miles on my car. Where do I go, you ask? Nowhere. On Saturdays, I just wake up and I'll just go on a grind. Typically do 300, 350 miles a weekend. And it's just time to collect, to meditate, and to experience all the good and bad drivers out here in Arizona. But that's my journey. I mean, living for 13 months without Wi-Fi has prompted me to become a better sleeper, better collaborator at work, and hopefully a better driver. All the miles I'm putting in. But that's me, 13 months without Wi-Fi. Thank you.